Hey everybody, this is Jack Music greeting you with lots of aloha. I always gotta remember this, right before I press record. It is 5:30 p.m., Wednesday, January 18th, 2023. And I just got the idea, take a quick video. I have some videos I tried to upload, but for some reason it was going slow a few days ago, so I've probably got a little bit of a backlog. It's the end of the day here, gonna get probably dark a little earlier because it's misty now. Instead of like 6:20, 6:10, 6:20, the days are getting longer now. I have had a great few days, been just grinding for a few days now. Would have to check my notes. So I just mowed this section between these rows you see on the right and here, getting some grass for mulch for a newly planted bed. And I think this row is the reason I thought, I better videotape this row before I get it all mulched, because you can kind of see the pattern now with the plants. And I will I'll make a final diagram. Like, I had this row planned out not as explicitly as rows 1 through 5. This is the cover crop row. So I've planted, like the rest of my rows, there will be a couple feet of wildflowers, 1 bed foot of marigolds, those 2 marigolds you see, 1 bed foot of nasturtium, that nasturtium you see, and then there's 1 bed foot of purple zinnia and 1 bed foot of candy cane zinnia. And then I've got 4 different varieties of sunflower. And then at the opposite end of the bed, the pattern repeats with the wildflowers, the marigold, nasturtium, zinnia. It's going to be very beautiful, no doubt. And then this entire row, other than that, is going to be is 4 different varieties of sunflowers. So here closest to us, there are 22 Mongolian giant. And then in the middle of it is, and the Mongolian giant is like 12 to 14 feet, maybe, if I check the seed packet. And then the middle part of the bed is Goldie Honey Bear, which will be 5 to 6 feet. And then starting on the other half, then it's Teddy Bear, which is like 2 to 3 feet. And then at the opposite end of the bed is Sunspot, which is like a compact 18 inches, 2-foot variety. So this is going to be, I'm sure it'll be better than I imagined, or better than I planned it, in like 2-3 months when these are all looking amazing and all blooming together. So what you see here is the string. This is a 100-foot bed, and I tied up the strings. And then this is that bio-intensive planting pattern that the market gardener recommends. So I actually I would have to check my notes. I forgot the exact distance that I measured it on the diagonal, but I tried to pack it in a little closer than what the seed I think the seed packet said 24 inches. Give each plant 24 inches. And I don't remember what I measured it at, but I know there were 22 of those. And then I forget, I would have to check the notes. I forget how many. I used the sticks, so it'll be easy for me to remember. Once they're blooming, it'll be easy to tell. Conquering this nut sedge, slowly but surely. Just keep at it. Gotta get the nut, or it can come back. So this is all this Goldie Honey Bear, 5 to 6 feet. This will be amazing. And then here is where we step into the Teddy Bear, which I grew a few of last year. But I've never done, I've grown sunflowers over the years, but I've never done a whole 100-foot row of sunflowers in a bio-intensive plant. And as you can see, it's a little closer here with the diagonal pattern I put. And the same with and then as we get down here to the sunspot, and like I mentioned, right now you can kind of see the planting pattern, but I'm putting down this mowed grass mulch. And then, yeah, would have to check the notes. I forget exactly. But here, once we get to the sunspot, I've done, they're packed even closer. So this, and then we'll get over here to the end, and I'll just give the opposite perspective to then here. Where, yeah, it'll be a couple feet of wildflower, 1 bedfoot marigold, 1 bedfoot nasturtium, purple zinnia, candy cane zinnia, sunflower. So I can't wait. I've actually never grown sunspot before. I've known it for many years, but never grown it before. Grown the teddy bear before. That's amazing. Never grown the golden honey bear, and never grown the Mongolian giant specifically. But I've grown other giant sunflowers, just not that one. So yeah, can see the pattern now. Is very cool. Can't wait to see what it looks like in a couple months. So yeah, that's good. Got it documented before it changes. When you're a farmer, things change really quick. Like right now, it looks like this, but not too long. A little more work tonight, and then a couple hours tops mowing, maybe get the rest of it, mow some grass and get the rest of it mulched. Then it'll look a little different. And then same thing with my priority is really kind of bed 2, or it's my next priority. Bed 1 is prepped, ready to plant. Moon planting date coming up really next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think is the best, if memory serves, moon in Scorpio. But new moon coming up this weekend, and I have stuff that needs to go on the ground, so I'm not going to wait for the most optimal planting date. But bok choy is ready to go in 2 here, so it needs a little more bed prep before that can happen. But we'll work on that tomorrow, and maybe if we finish this bed tomorrow, then we'll be able to plant that bok choy Friday. Leave 1 covered and plant that. And 5 is also another priority. Stuff needs to go in 5, but maybe instead of trying to do 5 and 2 tomorrow, I'll just do 2. We'll see. So yeah, it's lightly misting, kissing rain now. So put on the rubber boots, because your feet will get soaked through the sneakers possibly. Move the height up on the mower. Yeah, work a little bit longer before I head out. Yeah, and I didn't even show this. I don't want to. I'll have to make another video. I'll just tease it. So this 100-foot hedgerow was planted Sunday, and this half is purple zinnia, this half is candy cane zinnia, and I grew a lot of zinnias in the last 2 years as companion plants for turmeric, Olena. But I have never planted a 100-foot row of pure zinnia in this bio-intensive planting pattern before. So this is going to be amazing. This is going to be a sight to see. My first true row as a flower farmer. And again, the same pattern of pattern at the ends of the beds. And yeah, document it. Things change. So there's the bok choy that needs to go into the ground. And this is the remainder of the Goldie honey bear. So I've still got quite a bit of that to find a place for. Might give some to my friends. Got a lot of peppermint stick and even some more in the nursery, so we'll get those planted around, and a lot of the purple. And I have some ideas for the purple as well. So I think all this caliandra we cut back, it was a nice, but like as tall as that sugar cane. It was nice and shady here, but we cut this all back. So I think I might plant at least the purple, but maybe a candy cane too. We'll see. We'll maybe spread it out. We'll see. Maybe just 1 color. Put the purple in between these caliandra. This is, of course, turmeric here finishing up. And this sugar cane is just an amazing ornamental by itself. Those, just an amazing plant. So yeah, back to work for a little bit. Long video. So this is Jack Music, getting back to work. Wishing you lots of love, joy, peace, aloha. Wishing you some purple zinnias, some peppermint stick zinnias, and some goldy honey bear sunflowers. And aloha and blessings. And mulch.